Well, you're here for a story. Okay. I got one, I guess. You hear old Al Gore. He's an ex-vice president. He did a discussion on global warming some years back. The world was so impressed with it, they gave him a Nobel Peace Prize. I thought it was overinflated, and some of what he said just wasn't true. But that don't matter. He got that prize. Well, I'm going to tell you that I don't fear global warming, but I do feel the human ice age that we're in. I said a human ice age. Let me clarify it. When I was a little kid back in the 1950s, we lived north of Wauneta. My father was a sharecropper, and we knew most of the folks in that area. Well, the old one of the boys there in Wauneta was practicing for track. And so he'd run up north of Wauneta up on that highway, heading that direction. And there's about a 400-foot elevation height on that hill north of town. So he'd run up that and then turn out and run back. On the top of that hill, you'd look down over some canyons. They called it the Baby Grand Canyon. So there is some very deep canyons over there, I'm here to tell you. With that in mind, he was running up there one evening, getting ready for track, he was. And one of the local young men was coming into town with his car. For whatever reason, he didn't see that boy, and he killed him with a car accident and ran over him. And so a few days later, after the funeral, a lawyer showed up at the woman of that boy that had been killed. He said, we can sue them for them killing your boy. And since they have a farm, we can get a lot of money from them. In fact, we might even be able to get the farm from them. That woman said, is that all money going to get my son back to me? Or is that, if I take their farm, will that bring back my boy? She said, I don't want their farm, and I don't want their money. And she said, I talked to the boy that killed my son, and he's shattered and broken by what happened. And she said, he'll have to live with that for the rest of his life. And personally, I think that's enough, she said. That's enough punishment. And she said, I want no money. With that in mind, though, that was the way it was back then, and those kind of folks. Today, the people, however, are different. They have become ice age humans, if you will. Cold, thoughtless people, so many of them are. And willing to sue you at the drop of a hat, or call the cops on you and have you put into cages, so the rest of us have to pay $30,000 to keep you in a cage. But how did the people get so cold? Well, it's pretty simple. You see, from the school board on up to the president, those people are basically the fathers of this country. We, the rest of us, are the children of the country. And when the fathers of the country sin and become soulless people, passing thousands upon thousands of laws, almost 200,000 laws now in this country in the last 100 years, and no one knows them all. 200,000 ways to take your money, fine you with no mercy, and would gladly laugh and eat lobster as they destroy your life. You can talk to any IRS agent or any FBI or CIA or Homeland Security agent. They love to destroy people's lives. That's what their job is, to destroy. And when you keep that in mind and understand that mentality and hatred and vengeance and pure predatory mindset, that will in time, and has in time, filtered into the people themselves. Fear, distrust, and hate, and a coldness that makes the ice ages look tame.